Hey everyone, in this video we're going to continue to finish our 8-ball application. So let's get started. In the last video, the last thing I did was upload this 8-ball image. So like I said, on the top right hand corner, there's an arrow. It's really small, but it's pointing to the right. Go ahead and click on that there, and you're going to see something called size mode, okay? And on the size mode, what we want to do is we want to say stretch image. Okay, now what this does is it tries to either ignore the constraints of the size of the actual control that holds the image, or it auto sizes it, which auto sizing actually auto sizes the actual control to fit the width and height of the actual image. What we want to do is we don't want to center it and we don't want to zoom. Zoom is a good one, but we want to just stretch the image. And what that does is that stretches the image to fit the height and width of the actual control. Okay, so now we have an 8-ball here, and thinking about it, I might actually just change the actual background of the form back to white, and that might fit the actual, that might actually be okay, and then that way we have some consistency here. Let's take a look. What we want to do is let's test this out and hit play. And you can see that our label's a little bit off, right? So we can't even see our label. So let's figure out what's going on. So we see a background to our label, and the background is white, but I don't see any of the letters. So let's figure out what we've done wrong. Now, when things are layered like this, you have a control on top of another one. So the label control is beneath this picture box control. I can't click on the label. So if you ever encounter that, head over to the properties window, and on form 1, which is going to be updated to whatever control you're actually clicking or is active. You can click on the drop down menu, or I'm sorry, the drop down arrow, and you can see the names of all your controls. So I know that it's the output label, which is another benefit of naming your controls correctly. And I know that the for color is white. Let me click it back to, oh, I see. So we had the background color white and we had the for color white as well. That's why we couldn't see it. So let's do background black so it matches the 8-ball there. And then the for color, let's do a custom one. And let's do like a light blue. We might be able to find it through the web. Let's do something like, maybe like a light sky blue. Let's run it and let's test it out. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks pretty good. Now you can see that the indentation of the text is also to the left. So let's keep exploring some of these properties for the label. So let's go to, we have font. Let's take a look at the font. Okay, that's not going to be it. Let's go down to text alignment, which is still under the appearance menu. We have a top left. So what we want to do is we want to click the center, and then it's not at the top or the bottom, but it's also middle center. So that'll work out. So let's try it again. And that looks a little bit better. So now all we got to do is actually just center our control, and it'll be more consistent. Whoops. Kind of made a mistake. Let's make the 8-ball a lot bigger. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And then let me take a look at how that looks. Okay. That'll work for now. Even though I don't like how the no is and the yes, the actual words no and yes, they don't appear to be centered. So Let's go back to the label, and then we have a text align middle center. Image line, that's fine. We'll leave it like that for now. I actually have to figure that out. I'm quite surprised that that would be the case. Okay. And just a reminder, the form actually has a property called text as well. Or maybe it's title for this one. Yeah, no, it's text. Who am I kidding? We'll do 8-ball exe. I kind of like that. All right. So we'll start the program, we'll debug it, and you can tell that the title has also changed. We can get answers from the 8-ball, and then we can reset. Okay. I feel like we need to add a triangle so we get the full effect of an 8-ball. And I'm grabbing a random image from the internet. And I'm saving it. We'll do desktop, triangle, blue. So if you're following along, just grab a random image from the internet. As you can tell, I'm not being picky whatsoever. We're going to do the exact same thing. This time, we're going to go ahead and right click, and we're going to lock this control just to make sure it doesn't move around. We'll go to our toolbox. We'll find the control called picture box, and then drag another one out. And then we will resize it. We click on the upper right hand corner. We have another, that button that has the arrow pointing to the right, and we choose the image. And then we're going to go to local resource, import, and we're going to hit the triangle. We're not going to hit it, we're going to click it. Okay, and then we press OK. We have the triangle, and once again, we're going to go to size mode, and we will do stretch image. So now the triangle is right in the middle. Okay, and let's take a look. On the right hand side, we have what's called background color. It's not even background, it's just back color. And we want to click on transparent. Okay, and that didn't do anything. Usually it does. I was fooled by the internet. That's not a transparent background. Let's do another one. Save image as, and let's go to our desktop, and we're just going to do a triangle blue. We'll just do a triangle. Okay, let's give it another try. It's good practice. We'll go and we'll select the picture box. We'll resize the picture box. We'll select our image from a local resource, and we'll do just triangle. Okay, and then we're going to select stretch image as a size mode. We'll place that, make it a little bit bigger. Looks pretty good. And then the background color is going to be transparent, which also is not working. Either I'm going crazy and I don't remember it being this way, or I'm getting fooled by the internet. Yeah, let's move on. I don't want to get hung up on that triangle there. That's fine. So let's run this one more time. And as you can tell, we are able to ask questions. Now, let's add a little bit more room at the bottom. And what we want to do is we want to lock and unlock the controls. We'll put our reset at the top, and then we'll leave the answer me there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab a text box control. Oops, grabbed the wrong one. And here it is, the text box. Same thing, you're going to go ahead and extend the text box. We're going to go ahead and click this specific button. It's the exact same button that's in the picture box control, and then select multi-line. When you select multi-line, you can extend it down. And what we'll do is we'll change the font, and the size will be 12, and we'll go ahead and label this as a name of input text box. Okay. And then we're going to go to our click event, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check if that text box has anything written. So remember, it's an 8-ball and it wants us to ask it questions. So what we'll do is we'll do if, this will be an if statement. I believe this is the first time we're working with if statements. So if text box, it'll be the input text box dot text is the property, equals string dot empty. Whoops, forgot one more condition. When you're comparing something, it's always going to be two equal signs. I apologize for my microphone, keeps falling. So if this is the condition, then what we're going to do is we will update our output label dot text equals please ask me a question. Okay. And then else. So if the input text box is not empty, then our else statement is going to be an answer and updating the output label to have an answer. Okay? And this is how an if and else statement works. It's pretty self-explanatory. We give it a condition in the if line, so this is line 22, and then the open and close curly braces will execute this code if the condition is true, and if not, then immediately this code is executed. So let's give that a try. Let's click this button here, answer me, and please ask me a question. Not the prettiest sight, but we got it working. And that's often how it's going to be with programming. You get the bare bones working, you get the functionality working, and then you can worry about making adjustments and making it look pretty and making it efficient. So, so far it's working. Let's go ahead and type something out. Will this video get a lot of likes and views? Ask again later. Well, as you can tell, it's way too early in my channel for the 8-ball to even know if I'm going to have subscribers or individuals liking this video. We'll go ahead and reset it. Let's ask it another question. Am I good at programming? And it's a big fat no. Love it. This is a nice program that you can show somebody, or you can send somebody a program for an 8-ball. I usually like to, when I first started programming, I created anything and everything that I can think of that kind of related to small programs like these, where you had an input and then an output. I had fun one time. There was a huge jackpot for the Mega Millions, and what I did is I just created a random number generator and generated, I think it was 8 numbers. I forgot. I have not played the lottery in such a long time, but I just generated 8 numbers and I went and bought a ticket. Were they lucky numbers? Am I a multimillionaire? I can't disclose that, but most likely no. Go ahead and ask your 8-ball if I am a millionaire due to getting random numbers from a computer. Okay, so if you like the videos, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you all let me know how I'm doing. This is the first time I'm doing this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.